Reindeers are known around the world as the fictional sidekicks of Santa Claus, but in polar and mountainous regions, they are very much real and sometimes abundant. Outside of tales and movies, not much is commonly known about the species. While they may not be able to fly in real life like it is shown in the movies and cartoons, they can indeed swim and see ultraviolet light, among other talents. In today's video, we are going to tell you about some of the most amazing facts about these majestic creatures. So, let's start the video without wasting any more of your time. One of the most asked questions about reindeers is, are reindeers and caribou the same animal? Although the names are frequently used interchangeably, opinions differ on whether reindeer and caribou are, in fact, one and the same. A genetic mapping published in Nature Climate Change regarding the species Reindeers terrendis, which is the scientific name of this species, shows the migration pattern of these mammals over the last 21,000 years. It claims that reindeer and caribou are different animals, the former inhabiting northern Europe and Asia, and the latter North America, albeit closely related cousins. Don Moore, a wildlife biologist for the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute, has declared reindeer as a mostly domesticated race of caribou. Another interesting fact about reindeers, which definitely you guys should have not heard about ever, is that their eyes changes color according to the seasons. Reindeer and caribou might not actually be the same thing. As a result of seasonal changes in light levels, reindeer eyes adapt. Their tapetum, the part of the eye behind the iris, changes color from gold in the summer and blue in the winter. However, you wouldn't notice the shift unless you shined a light in the animal's eyes. Other than eyes, their hooves also change according to seasons. Reindeer hooves are soft during warmer months, but in the winter, their hooves become hard and sharp for breaking through the ice to forage vegetation. Another amazing thing about the reindeers is that female reindeers also have antlers, unlike the other deer species in which only males have antlers. Antlers are branched bones that shed and grow back every year. These ornaments are exclusive to the deer family, which includes moose and elk. Deer exhibit sexual dimorphism, meaning the males and females have separate and identifiable physical characteristics. In most deer, that means the males have antlers and the females don't. Bearing anomalies, some deer species have no antlers at all. Reindeer, however, are the only deer species in which females have antlers too. The male uses theirs primarily to battle for females, whereas the females uses theirs primarily to defend for food. Males get up to about 50 inches long, while females can't reach up to 20 inches. According to the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, males shed theirs in late fall or early winter, after the rut, but because females are often pregnant during winter and need to defend their food during pregnancy, they retain theirs until spring. In many cartoons and fairy tales, it has been shown that reindeers can fly, but this is not true. Although reindeers are excellent swimmers, they can swim to longer distances without having any problem. They can often be found crossing the vast Yukon River, the third longest in North America, a half-mile wide in parts. Mid-migration, they swim strongly across these rough and wide rivers and can swim 3 times faster than the average human at up to 6 miles per hour, which happens to be Michael Phelps' top speed too. According to the National Park Service, cows just a couple months old have been documented swimming between islands that are 1.5 miles apart. Now, the other fascinating thing about reindeers is that they can see things that we humans can't. You could have got type of offended listening to this, thinking what is the thing that we humans can't see and those deers can? Well, researchers at University College London discovered that reindeer are the only mammals that can see ultraviolet light. While our inferior human vision allows us to only see wavelengths to around 400 nanometers, each 1/1000th of a meter, they can see up to 320 nanometers. That includes the spectrum humans can only see with a black light. This helps them spot food and predators more clearly in the blaring light of the Arctic. Another amazing thing about reindeers is that they produce some of the richest and most nutritious milk produced by any terrestrial mammal. It contains an impressive 22% butterfat and 10% protein. For comparison, whole cow milk contains only 3 to 4% fat and human milk contains 3 to 5%. However, reindeer can only be milked for up to 2 cups per day. In Nordic countries, the milk is farmed reindeer is made into a kind of sweet cheese. Reindeers as babies are born without spots. According to Henderson State University, spots on a young deer are an adaptation for survival. Because other deer can't run as fast as adults when they're young, their spots help the mothers locate them if they've been outrun. When running from a predator, the spots break up the pattern of the rushing herd. Because reindeer's calves can run as fast as their adult counterparts within hours, they haven't developed the adaptation. The cartoons who have shown reindeer have nearly shown everything wrong about them. In the 1964 classic animated film, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is thin, brown, and wimpy. Most Christmas decorations depict reindeer in a similar vein, but these portrayals are closer to an amalgamation of other deer species than they are to an actual reindeer. Reindeer come in 14 subspecies, 2 of which are extinct, and they look nothing like their cartoon counterparts. While their colors and size vary, reindeer are invariably stocky, with thick necks, big hoofs, and square noses. Talking about what reindeers eat, they eat mosses, herbs, ferns, grasses, and the shoots and leaves of shrubs and trees, especially willow and birch. In winter, they make do with lichen and fungi, scraping the snow away with their hooves to get it. An average adult reindeer eats 9 to 18 pounds of vegetation a day. Reindeer travel, feed, and rest together throughout the day in herds of 10 to a few hundred. In spring, they may form super herds of 50,000 to 500,000 animals. The herds generally follow food sources, traveling south up to 1,000 miles when food is hard to find in winter. Now, another crazy thing about reindeer is that they are the only deer species to have hair completely covering their nose. Their specialized nose helps to warm incoming cold air before it enters their lungs, and it's also an excellent sniffer. Their good sense of smell helps the reindeer find food hidden under snow, locate danger, and recognize direction. Reindeer mainly travel into the wind so they can pick up scents. In yet another departure from the rest of the deer family, reindeer aren't called bucks. Does are fawns instead. They share their terminology with cattle. A male is a bull, or in some cases a stag, a female is a cow, and a baby is a calf. It isn't a unique case in the animal kingdom, of course. Dolphins are also called bulls and cows. A group of reindeer is called a herd. According to a study of the longest terrestrial migrations in the world published in scientific reports, reindeers and gray wolves were the only species that exceeds 621 miles. With their remarkably long legs, North American reindeer can travel an average of 23 miles per day. The hair of the reindeer is hollow, the denser the better when it comes to fur coats in the Arctic. One would think, however, while reindeer do have thick, woolly undercoats, their top layer consists of longer, tubular hairs. The hollow shafts allow the hairs to trap air, providing insulation to keep the animals warm in frigid environments. The hollowness of their coats is also what gives them their white color. Well, these were the some things you shouldn't have known about reindeers before. Do tell us in the comment section which of these things about reindeer amazed you the most. And now, if you enjoyed the video, do share and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.